Hey Squaddies, and welcome to the second edition of the Welfare Royal Skit-A-Thon. All voices are by yours truly, and just like in the first edition, the Skit-A-Thon will be split into two videos, a part 1 and part 2. This being part 1. Enjoy!
Catherine, no matter what brand you purchase, your children have no interest in photography.
But Megan's son is already interested in photography.
He's a child. He's always interested in something for a week and moving on to something else by the next.
But Archie seems to be into music, the piano, drums, and cameras.
For the love of God, cameras aren't musical instruments.
What are you doing in my office?
Catherine and I needed a small favor from you.
I'm not upping Cake's allowances.
And why not? Because he's also giving me some allowances. Oh, get your bloody paws off my bum. It was in my way. Right, Kate?
Oh!
Andrew!
Tampon, baby. Harry and Megan just left a Costa Rica holiday after a week's stay. There's even photos of them with Lilibet.
Let me see.
Her hair is as blonde as Diana's.
Whose hair is blonde as Diana's?
Lilibet's.
I don't believe it. No. Harold wanting genetics again? I am incandescent with... Oh! Who just pushed my bum?
I don't know. I thought I was touching a pillow.
I have enough on my plate. First with Andrew being on that dumb man's list and paying millions to keep it from releasing and wondering how Harold won his case.
You're still on about that?
We should be asking, how did we not learn about Harold and his family being in Costa Rica?
Is Costa Rica not in the Commonwealth?
No.
It should be.
Who's the hot young filly on the photo?
That's Megan.
Oh, well, she's never been around long enough for me to rub up against her.
What?
I meant to get to know her, but you have to admit, her tight little bum is pinchable.
Oh, yes it is.
Oh, shut up, you bald-headed pervert.
Not as pervert as you are with my own brother. Is your Mistress Rose no longer good enough? So, Carmela, has my brother been treating you well lately? As well as he usually does.
Take your 50 paws off my wife's bum.
Please don't. Leave it on.
Now, all of you, out of my office, at once. I'm at my last wits. Because why is Harold being inducted into the living legends of aviation?
Because he used to be an Apache pilot?
Then why can I get inducted?
Darling, someday you will be king. Why can't you be happy for your brother?
Are you siding with my brother?
Of course I'm not. I'm just stating that you will be on top of the British Empire. You will be king. He's only a spare.
Who deserves no prize or awards.
Oh, really? Do you really feel that way?
Yes. What are you doing in my office?
Your Majesty?
Harold managed to get inducted into Living Legends of Aviation. You don't say. I should have been inducted. I'm the reason the bastard even joined the military.
If anyone deserves the honor, it's yours, truly.
I was the reason for your brief off and on military service. Off and on?
Tampon, baby.
We haven't heard a word from Harry nor Meghan until their mouthpiece, Omid Scooby, reported that Harry will be inducted into
the Legend of Aviation. We already know this.
Oh.
And Rose.
Yes, darling. Remind me to contact the PR regarding pilot awards.
Oh, there you are. I was looking for you. I've been experiencing withdrawals.
There's no surprise there. I saw you drinking with Andrew this afternoon.
No, not the liquor.
Then what?
Meh. Don't say it. Meh.
She's going to say it.
Megan!
Ah! Oh, good heavens. Off with that atrocious noise.
Where is she? Where is Megan? I need to copy her.
Catherine, please shut up.
You're impassing us.
Really?
Don't touch me.
Pay attention to me. Oh, what's this?
It's none of your concern.
Was that a flask? What's in it? Did your whore give it to you?
Why don't you imbeciles find in someone else's office?
Because we're not allowed to have offices?
Says who? You!
You!
Unbelievable.
Oh, shut up. Oh! Now, all of you, out of my office, at once.
Everybody's out of my way. Now it's time to shine.
You can't get rid of me that easily, Host Miller.
Rose, it's lovely to see you.
Sure it is.
Where's your William? Surely you didn't intend on spending any time with me.
He's, in a meeting with his men.
Which one?
I said men.
Sure, there's other men.
What are you applying, Callum Miller?
You know why I'm applying.
Kate is still locked up in that hospital. Allegedly.
And to think what all the pagan she's walked in upon, which I thought would drive her more mad, is her obsession with Megan that tipped her off.
William told me it was an eating disorder, and his express on divorcing. Kate didn't want one, so he did what was best, and he tried slapping some sense into her. But the hit was a bit hard this time, and, well, you get the picture.
That incandescent bald-headed prince is quite the hothead.
What are you doing in my office?
Oh, tampon, baby. How are you feeling?
A little sore, but the medicine that was given to me got me feeling as high as a kite.
What?
I also saw Kate, but she's only for a couple of moments. She didn't speak much to me, just, hello, Your Majesty. All I know is that William has everything to do with it.
Tampon, baby. Why don't you relax on the chair?
Camilla, darling, you always know what's best for me. My comfortable chair.
Rose, why aren't you with my son, or your other children?
Your Royal Highness, really, William doesn't need me at the moment. And I was just leaving.
Where is he?
Meetings with some gentlemen.
More like gentleman.
What about? He should be in the hospital with that deranged nut job of a wife.
I suggested this, but he snapped at me.
The boy's got a temper.
I'm well aware.
Do you find it odd that William is preventing his own children from seeing their mother?
Kate is no longer valuable and has given the firm the air and spares that it needs.
I feel that I shouldn't be here.
Oh, don't be afraid now. You're practically a part of the family. You could very well be a queen someday. With all due respect, Your High, though, being married to my son comes with benefits. It also comes at some cost.
Being married to me isn't that bad.
Oh, you're here.
I only came here to ask if there was any way for us to possibly tax Jamaica with the highest amount.
No.
Her robbed me again, and this entire family. Did you see the Prime Minister of Jamaica? He practically shunned me and told me that Jamaica no longer needs our money or influence. They no longer respect us. None of those black countries.
Really?
And that woman with him. They know that I enjoy Bob Marley's music.
What's your favorite song by his?
I haven't the slightest clue. What is it now, Kate?
Did you see what Megan was wearing?
Who cares? My existence is a lot more important than those two.
Did you just hang up on your wife?
She's not my wife. And what's so great about Harold and his American wife? I'm more important than those two. Not according to the rest of the world. Oh, shut up, you horse. I've got more hair than you, boy. You'll have less teeth than me if you continue. Watch it, boy, and loosen those fists. I am incandescent with
William, darling, please.
Don't darling me. Harold keeps winning. The royal family loves him. The Prime Minister loves him. The black community loves him. I've seen those positive comments on that shade room.
Whose shade room and what on earth are you talking about? Why don't you take Rose out of my office and take her out to eat somewhere? I do need to rest after this prostate surgery.
I don't want to.
Well, that's too damn bad for you. Now, all of you, out of my office, at once.
I don't understand why people are speculating about my ex-wife's whereabouts.
She hasn't signed the divorce papers.
We've been separated since before Charlotte's birth. The third child came after our rumor of being together.
But legally, Kate is still your wife.
Legally. But enough about her. I was campaigning on my new single father image.
And you look absolutely handsome while doing it.
And how handsome do I look, Rose?
I guess I'll show you.
What are you two doing in my office and kissing at that? Pa, how's your pathetic prostate?
Much better than your fraudulent situation.
Fraudulent?
Your wife disappearing and the world not noticing.
No one would ever notice once I make a few appearances here or there.
Playing the single father role again, eh? I knew I'd influence you one way or another.
Ugh, never.
Is your favorite mistress not in my room?
Tampon, baby.
I've wanted to contact Kate regarding the missing jewels, but she's still nowhere in sight. Oh, hello, William. Rose. Kate is away, and that's all I'll share on that. What do you want, Kate?
William, do I have to pretend to be Kate when no one is around?
Jacka, Kate, you're speaking very clearly, with my pa and his wife present.
And Rose Hanbury.
Oh, Charles and Hills Miller. And Rose? And hello. I forgot my AI filter. Okay, there it goes. Megan told me to do this.
Not very convincing.
William has always been attracted to the dimness of lights.
AKA idiots. Gotcha.
Well, Willie, I didn't think you still speak with her.
Why wouldn't I? You're not the only one. Just my favorite.
I'd like to leave.
Not until I say so.
No, it is not until I say so. Now, all of you, out of my office, at once.
I don't understand why Harold was here.
Because he wanted to see your father.
My pa doesn't deserve a visit. Neither should Harry be allowed anywhere near the UK.
But he's still his father.
Are you my woman or my brother's?
Of course I'm yours. But I just want...
What you want doesn't matter. Now help me get ready for work. It's my first day back.
You've been drinking again, haven't you? Are you certain that you're ready?
Are you going to help me or not?
How's Kate?
I don't know.
Are you still using AI for her?
Frankly, it's none of your business. Frankly, what are you doing in my office? In 5 years or less, it would be my office. Not with that alcohol flask in your pocket. What are you trying to insinuate? That you're an alcoholic? Tampon, baby. Harry made it safe to California and made a quick trip to Vegas to present the American Football Man of the Year award. Harold did what?
At least one of my publicly acknowledged children visited me.
Did you not hear what Horse Miller said?
What?
That Harold went to the NFL honors to present the Man of the Year award. Why didn't they call me?
I have no idea.
I am incandescent with rage. I hate him.
Well, I don't hate him. He's certainly given me excellent press. That I appreciate. If only he took my offer.
That boy looked well.
Very. North America has been good for him. though I prefer him to be our scapegoat in the UK.
He will never be accepted back into this fold.
I'm certain he isn't interested, but as long as I am king, I will use him and Meghan for good press on my image.
And you will never give me the power.
And have you ruined whatever we have left while I'm still breathing? Don't count on it.
What is it now, Kate?
Oh, yes. It's me, Kate. When are you coming over to visit me?
After I'm done with this medal ceremony.
Who is that?
Sounds like Willie is speaking to one of his whores again. Ooh, hoo, hoo, hoo. I'll set something up later.
William, you do know that it's me, Jagger, and not Kate.
Wait, William.
I'll set something up later.
But wait.
That woman would never leave me alone. Which one? Hoo hoo hoo. Oh, shut up, both of you. Having an affair for years while married to others.
You're doing the exact same thing with your mistress here.
At least mine doesn't look like her face was run over by an Arctic. Are you drinking kamikaze before your engagement?
Yes, because I can and will. That's not the best idea, my boy.
You can't tell me what to do.
I will. Watch me. Now, all of you, out of my office, at once.
I can't believe my paw once held back into the fold, and the bastard is possibly doing it.
Perhaps it's best that the prince is doing work for your father. That can keep the pressure off you to carry on some duties.
And let him get all the attention.
According to the press, you're taking care of your wife and children.
We can have the press believe that Hera wants to continue royal duties, and that Meghan, that woman, is apologizing to Kate.
But isn't Kate...
Yes, I'm well aware of that, but the media doesn't know, and will probably never know. But they're all familiar with the crying story.
Oh, when Kate made Meghan cry.
No, the tabloid version.
Oh.
What are you doing in my office?
Your Majesty.
It will be in my office in 2 to 5 years.
I will fight with everything I have to make for certain that George will occupy this office next.
Is that a threat?
What do you think it is?
Why is Harold doing interviews about your condition?
He answered it correctly.
Is that all you're going to say? He exposed everything.
He didn't.
Why is he in the fold? And why didn't you tell me he was seeing you? Tampon, baby. Meghan wore the most beautiful green dress. I must call the designer of that dress to make one for my size. Oh. Hello, William. Well, Pa?
I don't have to explain anything to you. I'm the king.
Do you love Harold more than me? I'll make it easy and say that Tampon Baby loves me more than you both. And why are you so easy on the outsider like Meghan? She's not one of us.
Harold and Meghan are representing our family abroad. And if Harold needs to come back home to the UK on my behalf, he will do so.
Is that why you gave them everything they wanted? Even their children got titles.
So does yours.
You gave them a website.
You also have one. I have one.
You provided him with security.
You also have security.
I'm surprised you haven't offered them a residence.
Your full properties are safe.
Why does Harold get everything? That boy is obsessed.
He's always been competitive with Harold.
Why did we not take the Advantage games?
Because it was Harold's idea.
Why are you defending him so much? Where's Kate? Oh, shut up.
That's a good inquiry. Where is Kate?
Is Rose not your main lady? I've always been mistreated by you. Having on the worst and oldest clothes, holes in my shoes, the least desirable beds to sleep in, the smallest bedrooms, and I have to carry a bloody rubbish bag. That was Harold's experience, and this isn't a contest.
Then what is it exactly?
You're competing with despair, and since my illness, I realized what my own mother sees in him.
And what is that?
That Harold turned out to be the man that neither us will ever be.
What?
Now, all of you, out of my office, at once.
I wonder why no one is cheering my name. I am the heir. So Snoop Dogg offered me the weed, but of course it was an offer I couldn't refuse. And I asked him, am I now officially black? Do I officially get my black card?
Forgive me, Your Majesty, but are you drunk?
I had a dabble here and there to calm the nerves.
When is he leaving?
What did you say?
It was nice to meet you, Your Royal Highness.
Ta-ta for now. And the actors all loved me. I even have my own black card. Heard isn't the only royal to possess such.
Good for you, darling.
Though I wasn't fond of the one girl giving me such a nasty face. How dare she? Reminded me of that woman. She's always the only one that never thought my jokes funny. Always questioning and challenging. Who wants to think? I don't have to think.
You can't please them all.
I'm the heir. Everyone should be pleased by my existence. What are you doing in my office? To brag about my black card.
Your black what?
William here got a black card for speaking with black people.
And telling the most hilarious story regarding Snoop Dogg and weed.
I really hope you didn't say this in front of them.
I did, and now I'm loved by them. Tampon baby. William made an absolute fool of himself at the backstage at the BAFTA Awards. I believe that he was drunk and... Oh. Hello, William. You're all just jealous that I can read them.
William, wait, don't go any...
The way they were hanging on every word, like children. Here's the video, Tampon baby.
Thank you, Camilla, darling. What in the... Where's the charismatic? The charm? You have such a maladroit way of presenting yourself.
Mellow what?
You're awkward around these girls.
You're just jealous. Where's Kate? It's none of your damn business. Your mistress is sitting here like a quietly loyal dog. Does she know where Kate is? Why do you care so much? I need for her to return the jewels that she's been stealing up until December. The only people who has been stealing is Harold. He suddenly stole my life from me. How so? He left and didn't bother to tell me. Not even me beating his arse into submission scared him into staying in the life he's destined to live, and as my black sheep scapegoat.
You've always been work shy.
Why should I risk getting sick and breathing in peasant's air if Harold would step up and do it for me?
If I wasn't recovering from my treatments, I would have been out and about myself. Both Camilla and I.
Well, I need rest and relaxation under the taxpayer funds that I've earned. No one has time to meet with those peasants.
Oh man, that was awesome. Good.
Ho ho ho. Camilla, darling, when I was about Harold's age, I used to do the daredevil stunts.
He looks like a superhero in that Invictus event in Canada. That boy is in excellent shape.
I certainly agree. At least he gigs his cinema for me.
I can do stunts and it's the best strength shot in this family. Ugh, heavens. An excellent vision to fantasize about, Camilla? All I envision is the pegging sessions. What?
That's quite enough. Now, all of you, out of my office, at once.
With my father out of the way, I can freely enjoy the luxuries of his boring office. Of course, I will renovate it to my liking once I'm king, but I don't know why you're here.
I came here to find out where Catherine is. I haven't seen her since December, and I was hoping
That I know where she is?
well, you are her husband.
Only in public. You only came here to be nosy, Stephanie.
It's Sophie, and I have the right to be concerned about my friend.
Kate isn't your friend. She's no one's friend, especially not to any women.
Yes, Kate isn't exactly a girl's girl, but I do appreciate her interactions.
You only enjoy the benefits of them. Now, where's my dear uncle?
Edward is visiting his friend. They always go off somewhere to fish for the weekend.
Is that hairy muscular yoga instructor his friend? He's quite a large man. Can Edward handle all of that?
I wouldn't know.
Surely your concerns are focused at the wrong place. Why are you in my office? Where did that come from?
Behind you.
My father's not in his room.
Look into the security monitor, you idiot.
What? I thought you were in the middle of treatment.
I am, and unlike you, I still have no issues on working, you lazy bum.
If you working will increase the days of this office on becoming mine, then so be it. Tampon, baby. I've managed to locate some of the missing jewels, but not Kate. She still has the ones I need for the tube of colors. Oh, hello, William. Tampon, baby. And, Sarah?
It's Sophie.
That's splendid, Camilla, darling. We will be the most loveliest on that day.
And you will be well enough to attend. Can't say the same for Kate.
Don't worry about Kate.
I'm not. My concern rests on the missing jewels. I'm queen and they belong to me.
Not even those jewels will improve that face. Watch it, boy.
I can handle the lazy, bald-headed bastard. What did you just call me? Did you leak that awful fairy tale of a story on Kate's loneliness being Megan's fault?
I did.
That's Barik. And where is Kate?
None of your dumb business. Now stop asking about her,
Or what? Are you going to hit me too? Megan surely isn't the only woman to stand up to a bully like you.
Ha! So now you're friends with that woman?
You certainly wanted her once upon a time.
But isn't that always the case with your brother?
Always wanting everything he has.
Pa, get her or I will. Now, Camilla, darling,
you can't even locate your own wife and realize how weak you look next to your spare of a brother who not only outwit you in wife choices, but also in life. He's more of a king than you'll ever be, and I'm not much of a fan of his. He took the time to fly out and visit his father, who was also your father when he needed you both by his sides. You are a lazy, spoiled little boy who will never fit in the boots your own brother has managed to step into. The monarchy will surely die under your reign, and I thank God that weight is now off my husband. Get out. I'm the queen consort. I outrank you. Now you get out.
Ho ho ho. I'll make it easy for you all. Now, all of you, out of my office, at once.
Ugh, that blasted herald. How dare the evictors going to be more successful than my earth flop?
William, darling, there are two different organizations.
But Herald isn't supposed to be more successful than I am. I'm supposed to be the most successful one.
Yes, you're supposed to be the most successful one, darling.
And why are government officials working with him? I'm going to be the king.
Yes, you will be king. You certainly will be king.
And all the money they're throwing at him. I need the money more than he does.
Really now, William.
And if I hear anybody else asking about that blasted woman again, I will snap.
Who are we speaking about now?
Oh, that blasted Kate.
Well, you were the one who decided that it was best that she stays out of the spotlight before the divorce announcement.
But I never advised her to get cosmetic surgery that went wrong. All I wanted was a clean and quiet divorce where she would live generously for the rest of her life while I live happily and single for a while.
Oh, single for a while. Oh.
Well, you're still married.
And now she's stuck in a coma.
What are you doing in my office? To let out my frustrations on the where's Kate obsession.
Oh, where is Kate?
Tampon, baby. I just ordered everything Megan has worn in the past 2 weeks. Now that Megan and Stephanie are out of the way,
It's Sophie.
both of them are out of my way, I get first dibs at all the designs. I even had to convince that strong-looking sister of Kate's to back out of my way.
Pippa, who named her daughter after me, can bench press over 360 kilograms. That's almost 800 pounds.
Strong girl. Now, about Kate.
Stop asking about her.
We haven't seen her since December, and we're still at the hospital when I left, and
Here I am. I'm right here.
whoa!
Kate? Is that really you?
Yeah.
Huh? What are you doing here? You're not ready yet.
Not ready?
I've been in that locked can since I was created. I didn't think it would take this long to switch information from the source.
What are you going on about? What source?
Just ignore her. Come, Kate. Let me walk you back to the laboratory. The bedroom. You need to recover. I can't believe my own eyes.
Eyes? Did you say eyes?
Yes.
I love eyes. I have two in my face. Oh, is that a mirror?
What are you?
What's wrong with my face? I thought I was supposed to look like Megan.
Come now, Kate. Let's go.
Megan. Megan.
Oh my days. My apologies, your majesties. I will take her majesty back to her room.
Thank you.
But wait, I want to stay.
She sounds like a science experiment.
More like a robot.
Do you think she's a robot?
Or worse. Did you clone Kate?
And if I did,
Then where's the real Kate?
no longer need it. And this will make our divorce announcement a smooth transition.
Are you Megan?
No?
You're too ugly to be her anyway. I beg your pardon. Come along, your majesty. You must get your rest. Well, fine. I shall get my rest, but I will return sooner than later.
That's what's disturbing.
Not as disturbing as your wife's face.
Now, Camilla Darling might not be the most beautiful woman, but her wit makes up for it.
You want to talk, you horse mouth? Who you calling horse mouth? You.
Really, Camilla?
Or go back to being a muted dog.
Camilla Darling,
Don't you dare Camilla darling me. I had to put up with that spoiled brat since his birth. It's my turn to rip him a new one. Haven't you said enough from the last skit?
there, Horsemiller Darling. Eat up. That's a good girl, Carmilla. Ugh. We'll return to my room for rest. As for everybody else, all of you, out of my office, at once. American male assistant.
Yes, Your Royal Highness.
Have you heard anything from that miserable old woman?
Which one?
Which one?
Well, yeah, there's Camilla, Sophie, Carol.
That insufferable witch.
I'm trying to run this divorce as smoothly as possible, and she keeps making things difficult. Her drunk brother is on bloody reality TV. Was on reality TV.
What?
He was voted out.
Well, I guess the firm must have contacted the network to get that drunken idiot off. He was almost as worse as that old car photo of Kate and her mother.
Well, the majority of the world wasn't convinced by it.
What do you mean that the majority of the world wasn't convinced by Kate's leaked photos? It looked exactly like her.
The greedy filter doesn't help with making it look any more like Kate. If anything, it showcases Pippa's face. And people are already questioning this photo that was posted on Kensington Palace today for Mother's Day.
And why were they questioning it?
The position, the trees, and wondering why you weren't in the photo with her.
It's blatantly obvious. I refuse to be in any more photos with her. I thought peasants were supposed to be idiots.
More like you're the idiot. And why are you in my office?
I thought you were getting treatment.
I am. Then why are you in your office? Because it's my bloody office.
So the rumors of you faking your illness is in fact true?
Why would I fake an illness as serious as this?
You faked a lot of things.
One of the many traits you've certainly inherited from me.
I'm nothing like you.
You are, but worse.
Tampon baby. Megan participated in a panel discussion with other celebrity women. I've invited 2 of those women for tea and they've already declined. Fellow white women at that. But I was able to ID a jacket of Megan's from a recent outing with the unfortunate name Diana. Oh, hello, William.
Can't you see I'm distressed?
Is Kate's mother still with the foot on your neck, as the bloody Americans would say?
She's going high with the settlement offers.
It just might be cheaper to keep her. So you're considering calling off the divorce?
Oh God, no. Not even that scares me. I want her out.
I demand you get out of my way.
Do not step in another foot in the king's office.
I just did.
What? Lousy golds. What do you want this time, Carol?
My daughter deserves more money and property than what that bull-headed bully has offered us.
How much was the offer?
Ask my lawyers.
£200 million a year,
plus any home of her choosing, with a choice of building an entire new estate, isn't enough?
Absolutely not. You didn't offer her protection of security.
Fine, you can have that as well.
Have your lawyers contact my lawyers.
Looks like an offer I take.
Can't expect anything less from a harlot upgrading to a queen consort.
At least this harlot got a worthy king. What do you have? A pauper for a husband?
Say that to my face, you dirty cow.
Ladies,
Are they really?
You should be telling that to all the man-faced women you cheated my daughter with. Unless they are man.
why is Harold in Texas of all places? I wanted to go to Texas.
Who cares about that boy? Where's my money, Willie?
Your money? The last time I checked, I'm in the process of divorcing your blonde of a daughter.
Playing single father in the media. Lying about taking your children to school. You should be a bloody shame of yourself.
You of all people should be ashamed of yourself.
Why don't we both surrender and admit that it's either me or the nannies who really takes the children to school? And help brush their teeth and hair. And tie their shoes.
I've heard quite enough. Now, all of you, out of my office, at once. Why can't these peasants go along with my edited photos? Why the sudden interest in my ex-wife?
For starters, Your Majesty, the pictures you shared on your social media page by the PR team, who actually also suggested it against it, well, they were quite obvious. They looked pretty fake. Only the British media was willing to turn a blind eye before the US media called it out.
Bloody Americans.
It's not just the Americans. The Spanish media has been all over the disappearance of your wife since before this photo controversy.
Then what should we do?
I suggest you and Kate do a quote-unquote spontaneous live stream and...
Out of the question. I refuse to be anywhere near that woman.
Oh, what are these?
What? What are you doing in my office?
Here, Your Majesty, I sent the photos to your device.
Well,
I don't have to answer to you.
Well, yes you do. You're in my bloody office.
Tampon baby. The disastrous kid photo which caused the media to no longer feel trusted for the Kensington Palace. The airhead doormat left a fake statement on their social media. I highly doubt she's done so. Oh, hello, William.
What in the... Who's this? What are you going on about?
Let me see. What a generous backside of that.
I have no idea what you're... I had no idea that you turned into a bum then.
I love my women weak and broken. These women are neither. I just don't know who this is. And why will you send me a picture of this woman?
Of course you wouldn't recognize your own wife.
Ugh, what happened to you? You've gained so much weight.
Of course I have. Do you like them?
Kate?
Yes?
Do you mind looking at my phone? I'd like to show you something.
Okay.
Now that's a generous bum.
Indeed it is.
Don't look too hard.
Is that Megan?
Oh, God.
Megan? Megan?
Who keeps leaving the lab door open? This clone shouldn't be here. So Kate didn't release that statement.
Of course not. Why would she? And you didn't take that copy-pasted photo, obviously.
Oh, shut up.
Megan?
And that article about your rose wasn't a coincidence.
Willie is exactly like me, but worse. I would never paste multiple photos to create a whole new one.
Now that the press won't have much of a choice but to follow suit with the American and Spanish media.
Oh, shut up, the both of you. Trying to keep up with Harold when you should have been focused on your duties here.
Does anyone like my new BBL?
I like the pictures.
The AI pictures.
As I mentioned before, I like my women thin and hungry.
Wait, I thought you said you like your women weak and broken.
Shut up!
So this isn't the real Kate. Where could she possibly be?
You'll never find out.
So CNN will now review any photo from Kensington Palace, and Instagram had a label disclaimer on the fake Mother's Day picture.
Ho ho ho. I've got to give it to you, Willie boy. You really blew it this time.
I need a drink.
That got you in trouble from your last engagement. Perhaps you should get some help about that.
I am perfectly fine. Assistant, have some of my loyal royal rodents deflect some of the old situation until Harold and Meghan. I'm sure there are also some photos in the past.
Well, about that, I've already looked and they don't.
Then look harder. If I have to go down, then see what Harold.
I don't know if that will work this time.
It's quite hard to sit. My bum is as hard as stones.
Speaking of hard,
that boy's head is so hard that nothing rational would go through it. He will for sure end the monarchy if he continues.
Oh, there you are, Your Majesty. Oh no, not again. Do you like my new BBL, Doctor?
It's big.
get that monstrosity out of here and look it up.
Speaking of monstrosity, the AFP says the Kensington Palace is no longer a trusted source, and kenosis is usually reserved for North Korea and Iranian propaganda.
How dare they compare Kensington Palace to North Korea and Iranian propaganda? Ho ho ho.
Meghan also just launched her new Instagram account.
The bloody woman.
She named it the American Riviera Orchard.
Bloody American.
And speaking of American, Prince Harry also got to speak with the Diana Award winners from his beautiful California home after, well, you left.
Harold got more positive feedback from the media. I am incandescent with rage.
I've heard quite enough. Now, all of you, out of my office, at once.
So you finally decided to come out of hiding and stop the divorce proceedings, for now.
I have.
Are you happy with yourself? Because of your selfishness, I have to push back on me moving on with my life. I finally found some happiness and you ruined it.
With your whore.
Don't you dare call her such a name.
She's married and sleeping with a man who is already married as well.
Don't try to act like you're Miss Purity when you're far from it.
I took the blame from all of your mistakes and you still insisted on the divorce.
You seem pleased with our settlement agreement.
Yes, my mother was, but I don't want a divorce.
The only reason you don't want a divorce is because you want to be queen.
And I will. I've waited far too long for it. I'm not letting any woman or man take that spot. I've earned it.
What are you doing in my office?
And fighting of all things.
I don't want a divorce, but William insists on blaming me for not carrying through.
You're sitting on that bench cosplaying that woman. That American woman. Heavily filtered with enough foundation to cover your age, while still looking much older than it. William! You couldn't rest until you get that bench and positioned it just like her.
I was on that bench by myself, while you were with your mistress. My deranged fans probably believe that you were there supporting the children through this difficult time.
Tampon, baby. I've enjoyed my holiday, but I happened to also see Harry and Meghan were at an African-American art exhibit. I really need that Carolina Herrera top she was wearing.
I've already sent a request to try it on for myself.
Shouldn't you be in treatment?
It's none of your... It's none of your concern.
You're definitely not AI, Kate, or BBL, Kate. And you allege that you're taking treatment.
Are you questioning my illness?
I work with liars, and things aren't adding up. Our marriage doesn't add up, and it will end either way.
Be careful what you wish for, boy.
I, for once, hope you live another 5 to 10 years, so that I can have enough time to finally end this misery that I'm still stuck in. How come hell gets the happiness while I live in misery?
My love for you isn't enough.
You love the privilege that comes with my power.
You two need to settle this once and for all.
I'm not divorcing.
I'm not telling you to divorce today, but I suggest you prepare yourself.
Really is no better than you are. Both of you have mistresses.
Kate.
Meghan wins again. She has Harry, the fame, the passion, financial security, and her husband's love.
You will be financially taken care of.
No,
You have our media support.
I don't care.
Well, I care about my ears. Now, all of you, out of my office, at once.
You really don't need the stress regarding the media, Sarah Rose. I have everything under control.
If it's that way, why are people still talking about us? Can't we not cheat in peace?
Not according to the bloody world's media.
I look forward to when we can finally be free with our relationship.
In due time, my dear. In due time. What are you doing in my office?
My life has been a living hell, Pa. Kate's bloody mother is on my back again. Nothing seems to stick with the media, not even that false Diddy-Harry connection. As a matter of fact, the bloody Americans started fighting back. And they won. There were even people from other countries defending Harold. What about me? I was at the party as well.
I could have told you that. The Americas and elsewhere aren't under our control, such as here. But again, why are you dwelling about it in my office?
Tampon, baby. I believe it's time I start my very own lifestyle website.
Oh heavens.
I was hoping you collaborate with me, Rose.
Really now?
We'll call it Crown Halls.
What?
Oh my.
I like the name Crown Halls.
Crown Horse?
Horse? Oh, God, no. Crown Horse? From I love of horses, plants, and stolen artifacts.
I don't know if I like that name, Camilla, darling. And sent.
Now I will have my text response from hell to be leaked for the world to see. Sounds pathetic to me.
No one asked you. Harold is suddenly looking like the better brother here.
You always took Harold's side.
Oh, there's everyone. Hello, Rose.
Oh, hello, Kate.
Hello, Charles.
Hello, Kate. Camilla, darling.
I'm already ahead of you. Kate, I have to show you the dress that was made for me.
Is this for Easter?
Indeed it is. Look at my device.
Oh, God, a terrible noise.
Where is it now, Kate? Wait, Kate isn't...
Megan?
AI Kate?
Megan! Why is she so perfect? Why? Megan!
Is that smoke coming out of her?
Megan!
It is. Someone let out the smoke.
Oh, forgive me, Your Majesty. I'll take it from here. Many apologies. Megan!
Are you alright, Sarah Rose?
Yes, I'm fine.
You have no shame.
You and my father have no shame.
Well, at least tampon, baby, and myself are discreet.
My ass.
I'm sure Rose is very familiar with it.
And what's this about Harold, rumored to be attending the 10th anniversary of his Invictus Games? I don't know. And him visiting you? Are you two on good terms? It's none of your business, and quite frankly, I've heard enough. Now, all of you, out of my office, at once.
So this peasant from the States knows all about hair.
Yes, darling. My cousin's different fiancé swears on it. Her people use it for their hair growth, skincare, and
Who cares about that? When will she be coming in?
about now. Oh, there she is. Hello. Hello. How are you? Okay. Yes, well, I was told that you have some hair growth oils. I most certainly do.
You do know that I'm the heir to the throne.
I'm well aware.
Then you should be aware with the appropriate protocol to courtesy. You American women are all the same.
Darling, please remember that Myra is all guests and here to help you with your hair issue.
I'm sure you're aware of the online harassment I had to endure. Being called Bodylocks, Baldwin, Egghead. I need a makeover.
I'm no musician, but we'll see what I can do. I need you to turn on my screen and have you look at possible styles that may be a good fit for you.
Okay. And just to let you know, between my brother and myself, I'm the cool one.
Noted. Now take a look at the screen. There are a number of hairstyles.
All these dreadlocks. I look like one of those rappers.
You pre-chose the styles.
I want to look youthful and relatable. So I'm also bringing my sons along to the game.
Oh, you're going to a game later today.
Precisely.
Oh, that's nice. George and Louis, right?
What are you doing in my office? And who is this woman? None of your concern. It's under my roof.
Hello, how are you? I'm Myra.
American. It's nice to meet you, Myra.
Tampon, baby. Harry and Meghan announced that they will be releasing 2 projects via Netflix. If you can get that lazy bum air of yours seduced. Oh, hello, William, Rose, and who are you again?
I'm Myra, William's hairstylist.
What hair? Oh, shut up. And what do we have here?
I always thought you looked good in locks.
Oh, shut up, both of you. Perhaps the hairstyle will have William set up for settlement meetings at random pubs with Carol Middleton.
Will you intend on getting the woman boosted up for less settlement arrangements?
That's none of your concern. If he grew on his beard, he'd make somewhat of a appealing handsome man.
If you cover your face, then perhaps some people wouldn't have to look at that monstrosity. Watch it, boy.
Mara,
Yes.
do you know Meghan?
Megan?
Yes. Prince Harry's wife, who's
also related to me. I am her father-in-law, and Harry's my son.
Oh, well, I mean, I know of her, but not personally.
I thought you people all knew one another.
Stop talking, Camilla, darling. Sarah Rose, do you really think I would look better with a beard?
I already found you handsome.
More handsome than Harold?
Much more handsome. Add on a slight tan and teeth whiteners and you'll be good.
Much more than Harold?
Sure.
Then we shall begin my transformation. I want dreadlocks.
Yes, you will be getting, but in someone else's office. Now, all of you, out of my office, at once.
How dare Harold and that woman go to Nigeria? Africa is mine!
They were invited.
No difference. I should be there, not them.
And there's a possibility that Harry will attend the Invictus Games 10th anniversary in the UK.
Well, he won't be provided any security.
I said a possibility, sir. He can still attend virtually.
What is it about him? He's just a spare.
And quite relatable to the average person. He carries your mother's aura.
We're on that paranoid woman again. Why can't we move on from her?
What are you doing in my office?
Your dear boy will be in Nigeria sometime in May.
What do they need Harold for? I'm the current king.
He and Meghan were invited, Your Majesty.
So you couldn't see your own children but had the time to visit your father's office?
How did you get in here?
Where's my other titles? You promised myself and my husband more titles.
I don't promise anything, you insufferable woman.
What did you call me, Parody?
Tampon, baby.
Harry and Meghan will be in Nigeria.
You're a minute too late. Now give me my titles. I don't care if it comes from you, Charles, or your pathetic son. I stayed silent long enough regarding my daughter.
You're gonna probably stay silent if it were up to me.
Or you threatening my life, Willie. You can't get away with it when you still have Daddy in a way.
Once this divorce is final, I will no longer have anything to do with you. And when I'm king, I won't have to do with you or the public.
You might as well bid farewell to our monarchy. How's that fare to your descendants?
At this rate, I don't care. I have all my money. I can be with whomever I want. Not what the firm wants. Her won't be the only one with the happy ending.
I'll make your life a living hell while leaking tons of your stories. Catherine told me every last one of them before her disappearance.
Wait, so Kate is missing?
Even a bald version?
It's none of your concern.
What's his name, Willie?
Who?
One of your many lovers. Women, men, both. It doesn't matter. As long as the pegging gets the job done, who cares who's behind it?
I've heard quite enough.
I haven't.
Now, all of you, out of my office, at once.
Unsent. Your 13th wedding anniversary post is live, Your Highness. What's wrong, Your Highness?
How does Harold get all this good press?
Well, as I mentioned before on the last video.
Oh, shut up. Now, if Harold shows up here for that bloody Invictus event, we will make for certain that his visit is sabotaged.
How so?
What are you doing in my office? Harold's bloody Invictus games. What about it? Will you be accepting a visit from him? That's none of your concern. So, yes. Where's Kate? The Spanish media seems to know more than I do.
Never mind about Kate. Did your jam sell? It's pathetic that you have to resort to sponging off that woman's American jam to sell yours.
I don't have to sponge off anyone. I'm the king.
Tampon, baby. No senior royal will be attending the Invictus event. Not even Andrew.
Andrew wasn't invited.
The rumor of your niece's husband taking over the event is flopped. I told the writers to discontinue the story. But there is a story from the Spanish media regarding Kate having brain damage from a stroke, and William causing it. Oh. Hello, William.
What did you say? Never mind what Camilla Darling said.
She accused me of putting harm to my soon-to-be ex-wife. Or your inconvenience.
Camilla Darling, William's assistant, is here with us.
I am loyal to the crown, Your Highness.
He'll be gone and replaced within a month. Now, how much does the Spanish media know about Kate? Why the concern?
Wherever Kate is, I'm sure there will be an appropriate announcement between now and 6 months.
thought we paid off the Spanish media.
Not that simple, and this discussion is over.
As long as I'm protected, there shouldn't be anything to concern my rights. Is that correct, Paul?
End of discussion, William.
I want to keep talking.
You can keep talking after opening my office door and leaving.
Huh?
Now, all of you, out of my office, at once. Oh yes, the garden party was a success despite not having many of the media in attendance.
Tampon baby. Not only did Harry have the media, but he also had supporters of all ages there. The youngest of them were in their late teens to 20s.
I don't want to hear about it.
The Spencers were also there.
They were?
Yes, the Spencers all came. Seems as if they ignored your request to ignore Harry.
And those bloody vets were also there. I'll arrange a meeting for our veterans who don't deserve any praise since I'm the king.
And give them a holy smile when you step in the right angle.
Yes, good idea, Camilla darling. No spear would outshine me.
Oh, you made it here before I did.
What are you doing in my office?
To give you back Harold's leftover title. I don't want it.
The 1 month holiday isn't good enough for you?
I was offended that you would even give me such a peasant role.
Peasant role?
Never mind him, tampon baby. Where's Kate? Go ask Harold. So the separated room is all true.
Ho ho ho.
As sure as your cosmetic surgeries. I know a perfect surgeon for your balding issue.
Use it for your nightmarish face. Watch it, boy.
Have you heard the insult she spewed at me?
She's my Camilla, darling. Whatever she wants, she shall have.
She's still one of the most hated in its family.
Megan has that title.
Not even that woman can overshadow your wife.
Say that again, and I will make life unbearable for you. The media is my payroll.
I have some loyal backers in the media as well.
It must be tiring to be this miserable.
It must be tiring to be so jealous. I'm the most popular royal and, well, Harold is within my shadows. Don't let him egg you on.
And Nigeria is excited to see Harold and that woman. What a pity to always be overshadowed by your sons.
Tampon, don't let him.
Yes, well, at least Nigeria somewhat likes me.
The corrupt ones, with their limited suitcases of funds.
Birds of a feather flock together. I'm sure you of all people understand that trait. Now, all of you, out of my office, at once. I can't believe my eyes. Why is that damn boy getting so much press than mine? Harold is only a spare.
Tampon baby. The bastard does seem to be well loved amongst even our own in Britain. Not even my friends at the Daily Fair can convince the public otherwise.
He's beloved globally, and for what exactly? I'm the bloody king.
And the media is blaming me for the reason why Harold isn't returning to England.
I'm the reason why his requests to bring in those blacks have been denied.
Meghan is half black. Her children with Harry are
black. They ruin our lineage, and Harold expects me to accept them? And people have to know to also love her.
Now you know how I feel.
What are you doing in my office?
I have to pretend I know about her whereabouts, and once again, Harold stole Africa from me. Africa was mine! He's lost it. I am incandescent with rage!
Even the press was making fun of me today. While they were praising Harold. Then what are we going to do about it?
Release more articles, purchase more books to discuss about the scandals in Africa, purchase trolls to criticize Meghan.
That didn't work before.
Or you and William can do an event together and pretend to like each other? Absolutely not. Then what other choice do we have?
I have one suggestion.
What?
All of you, out of my office, at once.
There he is, playing bloody volleyball
with those heathens cheering him on.
William, darling, stop looking at your phone.
And that woman barely wearing anything. If she were my wife.
She isn't. And if you feel such a disdain for your brother and his wife getting so much positive press, why don't you do something about it?
No one shows up at my events unless I pay them to.
Perhaps you should throw in the towel, as the Americans say, and not care about popularity. You're going to be king regardless.
You don't understand. Harold is supposed to be my wingman, always within my shadows and making me look good. He wasn't meant to be as popular or seen as a leader. When you're with a monarch or a future monarch, you're supposed to be half of yourself. What are you doing in my office? What are we going to do about Harold? He's out of control. Dignified silence for now. The media wants what they have. But what exactly is it? That damn Diana had it as well, and pretending to have it doesn't work. I've tried many times.
Tampon, baby. Harry and Meghan had another splendid day with the world press. Not even our paid propaganda is working, and William made an absolute fool of himself at his engagement. Oh, hello, William.
I'm going to plan a trip to Africa because it belongs to me, not Harold, not that woman who is 43% Nigerian, and will make those delusional people realize who is the true royal. None of it will work. Harold has those people at the palm of his hand. Harold even has the people calling him the people's prince. Even our own subjects prefer him as a king. A baseless Rick Pole versus the people always ends in disaster, and of course it will end the monarchy. Look at how they behaved over him a couple of days ago. I'm going to Africa.
To make a fool of yourself?
Ho ho ho. I'll force those people to like me. I'll have them screaming and chanting my name. You know what else you can do?
Get out of your office?
That's right. Now, all of you, out of my office, at once. Harold keeps winning. It must be from one of those Nigerian witches.
Your Highness, Harry is winning due to his popularity. Both he and Meghan are a team and are well liked globally.
The media is also expressing regret and are for certain cut their pay.
Your father and Camilla will only make up for it.
Oh, shut up. What are you doing in my office? Nigeria. Yes, I know, but it's almost over and hopefully forgotten by next week.
Tampon, baby. Harry and Meghan had such a successful tour that the media is now expressing regret over their leaving. It's blinding out the negative think pieces, and I hate it.
I don't think anyone cares how you feel except for my pa. And did you see the military saluting him as if he's king?
That pissed me off.
He's just a spare. When I'm king, I will punish those who invited him. Nigeria is a free, independent country. They're no longer under our rule.
You really are, Pillock.
So is your face. Watch it, boy. Just seeing you walk around in public with that terror makes me question your intelligence.
Of course the king of pegging is inserting insults. No pun intended.
Your face is an insult. I've heard quite enough. Now, all of you, out of my... I'm getting too old for this. Now, all of you, out of...
Your Royal Highness, there's breaking news.
What breaking news?
Meghan, the Duchess of Sussex, is now Princess Meghan of Erikshuku Ancient Kingdom.
According to whom?
These three kings who left their own kingdoms to see her and Harry.
Can they do that? I'm afraid so.
With this official title as the Princess Royal, she now outranks the missing Princess Kate and Queen Camilla. They must now curtsy to Princess Meghan.
I am incandescent with rage!
Yes, Your Majesty. Harry married the better woman.
I need a drink.
I'll have one with you. Now, all of you, out of my office, at once this time. I'm the third most handsomest in the UK. And what number is Harold?
I don't know.
0.
Oh, congratulations, darling. You are far more handsomer than Harold will ever be. California has certainly aged him.
You think so? Well, how about Nigeria?
Yes, Nigeria as well. How dare they invite him?
Exactly. I had my assistant request to block any more invites from him and that woman.
Why don't we focus on ourselves?
Harold makes me sick. The traitor.
Get into position.
Yes, mistress. What are you doing on my... What in the bloody hell are you doing on my floor? Rose was teaching me yoga poses. Sure she was. I wasn't born yesterday.
Tampon, baby.
Despite your ban of Harry and Meghan being invited to other countries, the countries are on their side. Meanwhile, William is number 3 on a troll poll, and he's bested by my dear mate, Jeremy, who made it at number 1.
Oh, hello, William.
You won't ruin my day, Carmilla. Why are you on the floor in all fours? Interrupting a pegging session?
No, Your Majesty.
That Viagra isn't working for you both?
William, your Viagra prescription has always been on time.
You said
Kate.
AI Kate. And now my update is finally complete. I can also take part as Kate on royal engagements again.
You're definitely AI Kate, because the real Kate will try to avoid as many engagements as possible. And I can clearly understand every word you're saying.
You also try to avoid the real Kate as much as possible.
How did you get out of the lab?
I walked out and read all the papers from the past week, and I'm angry that Megan trusted Steph, did up her makeup, and hair without any help. I'll show her. Look at her.
Harold is one lucky bastard.
What did you say?
I hate Harold and that woman.
I want everything Megan wore on that trip.
Get in line. Most of them are sold out and backordered.
And Megan is also a fashion icon in Nigeria. Perhaps we can contact some tokens regarding this look.
We're in a crisis and you ladies are thinking about fashion?
What, about Harry and Nigeria?
Well, yes, that as well. But my official portrait is far more important. People are making a mockery out of it.
It looks the way I wanted it to look. That bloody tampon was your idea? I'm not surprised.
Oh, shut up, Bodie.
Oh dear.
I've heard quite enough. Now, all of you, out of my office, at once. So, Peter, in order to look like we are the best of mates, we must stand beside one another and smile. What do I call you, cousin? Really, in public, but your highness behind closed doors. Right. What are you doing in my office? Peter and myself were discussing some business ventures. And you couldn't do this elsewhere? Willie thought it was best we discuss it here. Who are you again? Your nephew, Peter Philip. Oh, Anne's boy. Yes, Your Majesty. I wouldn't recommend dealing with this drunk one here. He'll only use you. Stay behind me and I'll give you connections only a king can ask for. Are you accusing me of being a drunk? Yes.
Tampon, baby.
Harry and Meghan are allegedly invited to other countries in Africa as well as Europe and Asia. Your influence and William's intimidation did not work.
Oh, hello, William.
Don't listen to him, Peter. Dealing with me, well, you will be forgotten like the others, and that includes his estranged wife of offices. You couldn't even glow in my mother's popularity. You question her sanity. Only to get closer to you. And did that work?
Hi, everybody. Just finished my mani-pedi.
Why didn't you tell me about it?
Oh, I thought that you get your hoofs done elsewhere.
My hoofs like mani-pedis.
So again, why didn't you inform me? Because nobody bloody cares?
Shut up, William.
And on that note, I shall leave. I have another date to attend.
Who's the lucky girl this time?
It's a blind date.
Sounds like fun.
Harry and Meghan were a bit of a blind date, right, Kate?
Harry and Meghan?
Yes, Meghan.
Meghan?
Is she alright? If only you knew.
Meghan?
I've heard quite enough. Now, all of you, out of my office, at once.
And that's the end of part 1 of the Welfare Royal Skit-A-Thon. Be sure to also check out part 2. And if you haven't already, like, comment, and subscribe, and hit that bell so you won't miss a moment of positive Sussex-friendly content and more skits from the Welfare Royals. And if you haven't already joined the membership, then what's keeping you? And don't forget to also follow me on TikTok, Blue Sky, and visit my Amazon storefront. My name is Deanna, and you are watching Thriving with the Sussexes. I'll see you in part 2.